About this YouTube channel would be doing is like a super boost to your immune system. The key thing is understanding what are you doing. The technique is not what you're doing. What you're doing is using a tool that has this beautiful transformative effect. That's something everyone can do, even when you're in lockdown. Mark Twain said, there are liars, damn liars, and statistics. Well, what does that mean? It means that you can do anything with statistics and manipulate them if you're clever. And I'm not trying to say there's any nefarious purpose here. I'm just saying that people who try to speak with more certainty than they should about something that we have a fraction of 1% of the public that's been tested on something that's this contagious is sort of, you just got to take it with a grain of salt, honestly. Which is why they're assuming, the reason we're all on lockdown or social distancing is that they're assuming everyone is potentially has it and doesn't know it because they don't have enough test kits. The reagents have been faulty. The CDC first batch of test kits in this country didn't work. I mean, it has been the most epic governmental failure that I've seen in my lifetime as a medical doctor. And that includes the horror of the 80s and 90s with the HIV crisis. But that's, as I said, that's water out under the bridge. So what do we do now? And that's really kind of what I want to now kind of segue in. I certainly think we are in for some rough stuff for several months or a year, only because I think this pandemic is going to take that long to run its course, and we're probably going to, unless we're very lucky and in the summer it dies down and doesn't reemerge, but we don't know that yet. We don't know how this is going to behave. You can't predict that this will do that just because other viruses have. So the fact is it could be a pretty rough period for a year or more. What my larger concern is that the havoc it will play in society in terms of the economy and unemployment. What I'm hoping is that people will be able to get back to normal in a few months. But I think if we do, people should be prepared in every way, everything I mean by that, real preparation, that there could be a second wave that could even be more virulent than this first one. So, you hope for the best, you plan for the worst, is what all emergency doctors do. And so that's just sort of my motto. You hope for the best and plan for the worst. Everyone listening, I don't want to be alarmist, but I'm just going to tell you that there's a great deal more known about this. And I think that that's kind of water under the bridge, i.e., where did this come from? How did it emerge? Et cetera, and so on. We have to deal with the hand we've been dealt, and it's out in the community now. The consequences of it are going to be devastating from a public health point of view, but I think from a societal point of view, with the numbers of people who are laid off, unemployment possibly going up above what it was in the Great Depression, and I think that's a possibility, may have a more devastating effect socially and civilizationally, how we live and our livelihoods and what have you, but that's where we are. And I don't control the edicts from the federal or state government. I'm here to tell you as a doctor what the reality of this is and how you can respond to it, but also to respond to it in a way that keeps yourself not panicked at all and in a positive state of mind so that you stay strong and you stay healthy and your immune system is enhanced. And as I said, exercise is key to that, good diet is key to that, avoiding, bad drug use and smoking cigarettes in particular. I think the deadliest drug there is out there by far is cigarettes. 50,000 people die of overdoses of other drugs in this country every year, but we lose about 500,000 people from cigarette smoking every year in this country. In the United States, around the world, China, it's even worse. China's now the worst users of most abundant users of cigarettes, because we got everyone in the world addicted. American tobacco companies got everyone addicted to the damn horrible stuff. So be very careful about that. And I think the other thing is, from my perspective, before I was a medical doctor, some people in the 73, 74, 75, and what I learned was that there's this amazing immune response and strengthening of the immune system that happens when you go into deep meditation. which is actually more powerful than sleep. So the meditative state and connecting to this expansive aspect of ourselves as conscious, that actually is really strengthening to ourselves physically as well as mentally, psychologically, spiritually. So the meditative faculty, the ability to sit and be quiet and meditate and go into a deep state of relaxation and connect to that aspect of awareness that is beyond your individuality, which is actually infinite. That's what samadhi is when you have a very deep meditation. But even some sense of that, where you become calm and centered and feel relaxed and expanded, that is like